live. We back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. This is the Golden Goose DFS show. Like I said, we are the leaders in single entry 3 max and 20 max content. So if that's your particular style of play, man, you found the best spot you could be in. Even if it's not, man. If you're just playing NBA DFS in general, this is one of the best spots you can be in, man. Hit that subscribe button. Turn your notification bell on so you can be here rocking with me every day when the videos and content drop. Also, do me a small favor, man. Just click that like button over there, man. The views are up, but the likes are not, man. The ratio is way off, man. I can't be having 400 views with 5 likes. Go on and hit that like button for your boy, man. I share it if you want to, man. We're trying to grow over here. It's greatly appreciated. I appreciate you, all right? Hope you had a good holidays, man. This is my starting 5 series, bringing you 5 plays that's more than likely going to be on my player pool on DraftKings and FanDuel. But before we get into that, we got the lineup review, so let's talk about it, man. Hope y'all had a good holidays if you celebrated Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you doing, man. Hope you did it with friends, family, and loved ones, and you had a good one and you was good at it while you're doing it. All right, let's get back to this grind, though. NBA slate tonight, man. Let's look at this lineup review from yesterday. Yesterday, Christmas Day slate. Overall, on the day, I made money thanks to football and all that. But basketball probably broke even, lost a little bit of my buy-in. Not the best day on NBA basketball slate, but just too much Maxey and Reed was the story of my night, man. I know everybody probably fall in that boat, too, because Reed was high on and Maxey was high on. It was that what sucks, man. When it be every 76er except for your 2 highest owned 76ers, man. Maxey, Reed, I had a ton of them, man. I had the other Sixers too, but Reed and Max were my 2 highest owned by far, and everybody got that but them two. This is my best lineup. This is the $3 3 max. Came in like 98th place, 319. B-Pod, you saw me talk about him on the video yesterday. Came out with another nice game for us, man. I told you this kid is just showing up, man. 44 fantasy points right there was very solid for us. Got to Melton here, 39%, 42 fantasy points. Kelly Oubre at 30%. I mean, the Sixers guys was the chalk of the slate, man, and they came through for the most part. Oubre right here, 30%, 44 from him. Tobias Harris at 41%, a nice 47 burger from him. Went to some Jokic, try to get different with my pay-up option here. 15% on, only gave us 55 fantasy points. Had Jamal Murray with him. Solid game from him at 43 fantasy points. Then Derrick Jones Jr. gave us a nice outing down here against the Suns at 10% on, 32 fantasy points from him. And you can see Paul Reed sink the lineup down here with only 10 fantasy points at 69% on. Rough day for him. Foul trouble the whole 9, man. If you was one of the people who pivoted from to Bamba, congratulations, man. I hope you won some money with that. All right, FanDuel, similar. You know, I'm super light, only single entry and only a couple of lineups on FanDuel. Just missed the money over here, $291. I think it was the $10 single. No, this wasn't the $10 single entry. This was, I don't remember which one it was, but $291, man. Tyrese Maxey over here, 75% on. Like a lot of people, he got a lot of people just like myself. 29 fantasy points from him. Got to some Luka over here for sure. He came through with the monster day over here. I had plenty of Luka as well. Just didn't have him paired with the right pieces, but 97 fantasy points, man. Just unreal over here. Tyler Hero, 44% on. He gave 38 fantasy points. AJ Lawson, I needed a value piece, man. I was reaching here trying to fit this combination of Maxey, Luka, and Tyler Hero. I needed some value here. Lawson had been picking up a few minutes. I was hoping he could sneak into a few more. It didn't quite happen. Only 1 fantasy point from him. Caleb Martin down here, the injury hurt this lineup. If he doesn't get hurt, I'll probably finish in the money here in this spot. But only 6 fantasy points from him. Jaime Jaquez picked up the slack while he was gone. 50 burger from him. Drew Eubanks failed once again. 12 fantasy points from him, man. Tobias Harris down here, 72% on. And then Paul Reed let me down with 11 fantasy points as well. All right. So, like I said, okay day on basketball yesterday. Good day overall. But let's get to this main slate on DK and FanDuel. Now, we do have a slight difference between the two slates. The DK main slate is going to be 9 games, whereas the FanDuel is going to be 7 games. FanDuel dropped the late 2 games over there, so you're getting a 7-game slate over there. So it could look at, so your lineups probably going to look a little different across both sites. But let's get into this breakdown. At the top, point guard, I want to look at Kobe White, man. Going against these Atlanta Hawks, man. I love this matchup right here. Kobe White has been playing well so far this season. Hasn't really had a big one the last couple of games, but he definitely has a 50-pointer in his bag. And now he gets a great matchup going against the Atlanta Hawks right here, who gives it up to backcourts of opposing teams here. I like getting the Kobe White, and you could get the added benefit of no Vucevic out there as well. He's questionable right now. A lot of questionable tags, guys. It's tough out there, especially on DraftKings with this pricing. And all these questionable tags. Undoubtedly, this starting 5 is probably going to look a little different, but all these plays still should be solid, barring injury news. But it's a lot of questionable tags, man. It could be a crazy night here on this Tuesday. But I like Kobe White here, 7,800 at the top. In this matchup against the Hawks, like I said, pace-up matchup for the Bulls, one of the worst defenses. Give me Kobe White. I know he has a 50-pointer in the bag. At the shooting guard, Cole Anthony. Now, this is definitely going to be an injury-dependent play. Jalen Suggs is questionable. If Jalen Suggs is out, I don't mind going right back to Cole Anthony. He's been solid when he's getting the minutes, man. Didn't have a great game last time out, but when he's getting 30-plus minutes, man, Cole Anthony can absolutely crush for you. Then he gets a great matchup here going against the Washington Wizards. I love getting the Cole Anthony provided Suggs is out. Now, if Suggs plays, we definitely going to pivot off and move in another direction. If Suggs plays, I probably won't have any of Cole Anthony because I don't like how they do those minutes. Anybody can get the minutes when everybody's healthy for this Orlando Magic when it comes to that backcourt. So I probably won't have any of Cole Anthony and Suggs plays, but if Suggs is out, sign me up for some Cole Anthony at 6,700. Tari Eason here, man, at 5,600, coming in at your small forward spot. He's a guy whose minutes has just been ticking up. He's fighting for a starter's minutes, man. I don't know how they're not going to give it to him. Eason definitely plays well, especially from a fantasy standpoint. This guy can go absolutely berserk and give you every stat in the stat column, multiple of them, in a matter of 10 to 15 minutes, man. We've seen Tari Eason just destroy slates fantasy-wise. He's just a monster fantasy when it comes to fantasy production, man. He should continue this fight for minutes here in this Houston Rockets rotation. I love getting the Tari Eason. Like I said, he can get there in 20 minutes. If you give him 30 minutes, he for sure getting there. Give me Tari Eason right here at 5,600, a little mid-tier value play. At the power forward spot, I want to look at Lauri Markkanen. This Spurs-Jazz game is going to be probably the fantasy game du jour of the evening. Everybody's going to go to it. One of the highest totals on there. Lack of defense over there. I like going to Lauri Markkanen. I think he's going to go overlooked. He hasn't really put a big one in recently here, but in this game environment, this matchup, I want to look to Lauri Markkanen here at 8,600. He's another guy who has a 50-pointer plus in the bag. I think he can touch that right here in this spot against the Spurs and that lackluster defense. Got some interest in Lauri Markkanen right here. And when you look at the center spot, I got some interest in Alfred Sengun. Arguably, he could be the best center play on the slate, man. We have none of the big names tonight. No Embiid, no Jokic. You got Sabonis here who is solid. Wembanyama out here, but I think he's still on the minutes limit. I don't like how they play with his minutes, but I'm still going to play some of them. Cat Towns could be out. Vucevic could be out. But even if Towns and Vuce play, Sengun is still in the mix with those guys. Arguably, Sengun is probably the best center play on the slate. He has potential to be the highest scoring center of the night. I like getting to him, especially in this matchup with the Pacers, man. Super pace-up game for him. Lack of defense over there. Give me some Alfred Sengun right here, 8,700. So there you have it, man. Your starting 5 on DraftKings. Kobe White, Cole Anthony, Tari Eason, Lauri Markkanen, and Alfred Sengun. Let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I'm feeling over there, all right? On the FanDuel side, at the top, man, provided he's back. He's questionable. He's trending towards playing. I'm going to like some Keontae George at 5,800. I like this price tag over here on FanDuel. He's a little expensive over there on DK, but I like him over here on FanDuel. Provided he's starting and back in the rotation, it's just getting to this Jazz Spurs game, man. Highest total game on the slate. Plenty of fantasy goodness to be had. Get you over there and get some of it. I'm going to get to some of it with Keontae George here. At the shooting guard, I want to look at Devin Vassell staying in that same game. Listen, Devin Vassell is the only Spurs player who I can be confident is going to get 30 minutes pretty much night in, night out. You don't know what Pop going to do with everybody else minutes. Keldon Johnson, Wembanyama, Zach Collins, Sohan, he just plays with everybody in minutes. It's always risky taking the Spurs. But this game environment, this matchup on this slate, you're going to have to try to take some shots and try to nail the right one. It's probably going to burn you in some spots, but if you get it right, you're definitely going to be on the track to success. I like looking at Devin Vassell right here, 6,400. At the small forward spot, I want to look at DeMar DeRozan, man. Similar to Kobe White, he had just been playing well with no Zach LaVine over there. And he could get the added benefit of no Vooch for him as well. If Vooch is out, man, Kobe White and DeRozan just going to get whatever shots they want. It's just going to be them two. It's going to be their show, man. I like DeRozan at 8,600. I like the matchup going against the Hawks, man. I like taking teams against the Hawks as well. Pace-up spot, bottom tier defense. Give me some DeMar DeRozan, the alpha over here on this Bulls team going against the Hawks. At the power forward spot, got some interest in Nas Reed, 5,900. Now, this definitely going to be pending injury news. If Karl Anthony Towns is out, sign me up for all the Nas Reed in the world. Didn't really get big minutes Saturday when Towns was out, for whatever the case may be, man. But Reed is a guy similar to Tari Eason, man. He can get you there in 20 minutes. But if he get 30 plus, man, he's crushing for you. I like Nas Reed here in this spot. Definitely got to keep an eye on that Karl Anthony Towns. No, he's going to play regardless, whether Towns plays or not. If Towns plays, he's probably going to see about 20 minutes, 20 to 25 maybe, depending on how the game going. But if Towns is out, you could give him that 25 to 30 minute range, man. If he gets up there, man, you probably going to need some Nas Reed at 5,900. I like him here in this spot. Sign me up if Karl Anthony Towns is out. And then round out the center, man. Alfred Sengun, I'm telling you, arguably the best center play on the slate. Sign me up. Love this matchup here against the Pacers, man. He should be able to have his way. This pace-up game, I'm calling it right now. Triple-double incoming for Sengun, man. Sign me up. I like Alfred Sengun. There you have it, man. Your starting five for FanDuel. Alfred Sengun, Nas Reed, DeMar DeRozan, Devin Vassell, and Keontae George. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. They for sure going to be in mine, all right? That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll catch y'all next time, all right? Let's get it.